Time now for the morning rush. As you get ready to head out the door, we're following your Election Day coverage. We start with Sarah Yingling.
In the highly contested race for Congress, 3 Democrats are battling for votes in the race for the District 1 seat. Political expert Gabe Sanchez says it's going to be a tight race between Deb Haaland, Damon Martinez, and Antoinette Sedillo Lopez. Right now, Sanchez believes Martinez may have the edge. Also in the race, lawyer Damian Latta and businessman Paul Moya. The winner will go up against Republican Janice Arnold Jones in November. David?
In the meantime, District 2's longtime Republican Congressman Steve Pearce is stepping down to run for governor. That's giving Democrats their best opportunity to recapture the seat that Dems have not won since 2008. On the Republican side, Gavin Clarkson, Claiborne Griffin, and Yvette Harrell, along with Monty Newman, are fighting for the nomination. Democrats are set to choose between Madeline Hildebrand and Xochitl Torres Small.
Another big race up for grabs this morning, the governor's seat. 3 Democratic candidates are vying to be New Mexico's next governor. Here they are right behind me. Democrat voters will choose between Congresswoman Michelle Lujan Grisham, Joseph Cervantes, and Jeff Apodaca. The winner from today's primary will take on lone Republican candidate Steve Pearce come November.
And we're also getting a look at early voter turnout. So far this morning, early voting numbers are in. Nearly 98,000 people voted early. The Secretary of State's office says that's 32,000 more than 4 years ago. Early voting wrapped up this past Saturday, June 2nd. Now, early voting numbers do not reflect absentee ballots. A quick reminder, those need to be turned in today to be counted. And KRQE News 13 is your election headquarters. We will have team coverage from the polls and reaction from both sides all day. We'll also bring you live results as they come in, both on air and on the KRQE News app.
Switching gears here for you, we have new video that will likely be used in the case against the suspects. Police say killed 3 people in northern New Mexico. The murders happened last week at a home in Dixon. Police say they found surveillance system at the home. They say a video shows the suspects, John Powell and Roger Gage, enter the home and shoot Karen Gulliman in the head. Police say the men then shot April Brown and Abraham Martinez. A motive still unclear at this time. Both men are charged with first-degree murder and aggravated burglary.
Torrance County deputies need your help finding the man accused of being at the helm of a massive fraud ring. Deputies say they're searching for 30-year-old Andrew Lenz. Sheriff's deputies were at his house a month ago on a separate case when they noticed a suspicious pile of mail. After obtaining search warrants, officers say they found 1,300 victims of potential identity theft. They also say that they found Lenz's picture on many fake forms of identification. If you know where he is, call authorities. Kristen?
Our next weather maker doesn't arrive until Friday, so for today it's a mostly sunny sky. We'll keep an eye on Union County for just a few spot thunderstorms, but most of that is going to be out there in Oklahoma and Texas. So sunshine for most and warm temperatures throughout. David?
We could soon find out what officials plan to do about a gopher problem at a popular Albuquerque park. They have dug dozens of deep holes at Kit Carson Park in the country club area near downtown. The city estimates there are about 20 gophers at the park. The destructive rodents dig complex tunnels and nest about 6 feet below ground. Parks and Rec would not say if the gophers would be relocated or killed.
On to new details now. Final approval for Top Golf coming to Albuquerque could come in just 2 weeks. This comes with city councilors approving a resolution last night of their intent to work out a deal with the company. We'll keep following this and let you know what happens.
Today's Metro Threat Index added to looking at hot temperatures this afternoon. Albuquerque close to 10 degrees above average. 95 is my forecast high today, and we actually get warmer as we transition into tomorrow. Crystal?
Head to the zoo this summer. You can see the work of the biopark on display as they work to preserve this little guy right here. His species, an 8-foot West African slender-snouted crocodile, is among 60 in U.S. captivity. The biopark has partnered with the zoo in the Ivory Coast to help save the species through reproduction and dietary improvements. But biopark staff created guidelines for breeding and care to help with that. You can find more on this story at alwayson.krqe.com.
Southwest Airlines officials say they are now expecting revenue per mile to drop roughly 3%. This comes after the horrific accident on a Southwest Airlines flight that left an Albuquerque woman dead. Jennifer Reardon was killed in April after an engine explosion. The company says it pulled advertising after the incident, as is standard practice, and customers started buying fewer tickets. Kristen?
Time now for a check on your Tuesday morning commute. Nothing out there when it comes to major accidents or slowdowns. The map looks good. Now as we take a look at the big eye camera, everything moving smoothly there. We will keep tabs on that throughout the morning.
Finally, some viral video to give you a good laugh this morning. An Amazon delivery person getting praised for lending a helping hand to a Texas wife. Vanessa O'Shea's doormat reads, "Please hide packages from husband." That's what this Amazon employee did. The O'Shea's saw the attempt to hide the package as it was captured on their security camera. They say they had a good laugh or two over the effort and hope to get in touch with the delivery person soon. The viral video has already been seen more than 8 million times on Facebook. That'll leave you laughing.
Planner shows temperatures in the 80s by lunchtime. Later today, 95 is a forecast high, and it's going to be hot across the entire state. High pressure in control. No storms, no showers for most of us. We'll just keep an eye on that far itty-bitty corner of northeast New Mexico. There's a weak cold front trying to get in here. Could spark maybe 1 or 2 storms, but it quickly moves into Texas and Oklahoma as they do form. So not a game changer for us. Even tomorrow, hot, dry, and sunny. By the time we hit the later half of this week, specifically Friday into Saturday, more moisture coming in from the south. Could be talking spotty to scattered storms Friday afternoon and Saturday afternoon. So we'll keep tabs on that, provide you with updates as we get a little closer. I'll leave you with the allergy report. Pine up to medium, everything else down to low for today. Time now for the 5 facts.
Start with number 5 here. Online bidding is now open for some limited edition Isotopes jerseys. Take a look at your TV screens here. 23 of these Star Wars themed Topes jerseys are being auctioned off. All of the money raised will benefit the American Cancer Society. Bidding does start at $150. It runs through Thursday. If you're interested in bidding on one of the jerseys, we did post a link with more details at alwaysonkrqe.com.
At number 4, we could soon find out what officials plan to do about a gopher problem at a popular Albuquerque park. They have dug dozens of deep holes so far at Kit Carson Park in the country club area near downtown. Parents say they are keeping a close eye on their kids because of it. Now, the city estimates there are about 20 gophers at the park. The destructive rodents dig complex tunnels and nest about 6 feet below ground. Parks and Rec would not say if the gophers would be relocated or killed.
At number 3, hot temperatures for as far as we can see, 90 degrees plus here in Albuquerque for the next 7 days. Lots of sunshine too, the exception Saturday into Sunday. We've got a few spot storms possible Saturday afternoon and more cloud cover to follow.
Number 2, now residents in Cimarron are back home this morning as an evacuation order is lifted. But people are still being urged to stay inside because of smoky conditions. And this is why. Take a look at your TV screens. Fire officials say the fire is now 25% contained. They also add that rain has helped fight the 36,000-acre blaze, but conditions in the coming days could make firefighting difficult. About 10 miles up Highway 64, Ute Park remains under a mandatory evacuation. More than 200 homes in that area are still threatened this morning. Still no word on a cause just yet.
And at number 1, today is primary election day. This morning, poll workers across the state are getting ready for an influx of voters. Some of the major races voters will be deciding on include New Mexico's next governor. A number of candidates are vying for the Democratic spot, including Michelle Lujan Grisham, Congresswoman Michelle Lujan Grisham, Joseph Cervantes, and Jeff Apodaca. The winner will be going up against lone Republican candidate Steve Pierce. Also up for grabs is the highly contested race for the House District 1 seat. This has 3 Democratic candidates battle it out, including former state Democratic Party Chairwoman Deb Haaland, former U.S. Attorney Damon Martinez, and retired law professor Antoinette Cedillo Lopez. They'll be going up against Republican Janice Arnold Jones in November. Bernalillo County started setting up for today's primary election days ago, and the Secretary of State's office says they anticipate a higher voter turnout now than 4 years ago.